You may have heard the popular new phrase, main character energy, but what is it and how do you embrace yours?
Master Life Coach Nakia Young joins us now to break it all down. And I feel like this is especially hard for women because embracing that main character energy means that you're going to stand out in a room. And sometimes some women don't necessarily want to stand out in a room.
Yeah.
But we should.
Yeah, so main character energy is essentially confidence.
Yeah.
It is seeing yourself as the protagonist in your own life story. And it's not to be confused with main character syndrome. Main character syndrome, that's another show for another day. That's, you can only see yourself as the center of attention.
Narcissism.
Yeah, so we're not talking about narcissism.
Okay.
No narc.
Well, it was funny because when we were discussing this segment, I said, well, doesn't everybody have main character energy?
No.
And they said no.
No.
I'm like, how can you not have main character energy?
It's very easy. So when you don't have main character energy, that is, your life kind of tends to feel like a runaway train that you have no control over. You feel like life is happening to you rather than you taking command over your own life. So
Yeah, you got to explain main character energy to people because some people who may not be familiar with the term may be like, well, I don't need to be the standout in the room or like be the most important person. And that's not really what it is.
No, it's not at all. You can be an introvert and have main character energy. As long as you are taking care of yourself, the way, as I say, you go about having it is basically you're your own bestie. You love yourself. You set boundaries for treatment that you will and won't accept. Things like that. You're basically your own best friend. And so you're not going to treat yourself any old type of way and you won't allow anyone else to either. That's having main character energy and that you don't have to be an extrovert to have that.
Okay. And there are some things you can do to kind of bring out your main character energy, you say. And one of the things is dressing. How did you say? Your physical appearance, looking good.
Yeah, so first impressions, you never get a second chance to make those. And so one way you can show main character energy is just by taking pride in your appearance, not looking like you just rolled out of bed, not going out in public in bonnets or what have you. Basically, how you carry yourself, your tone of voice. Sometimes we show up small, even with speaking like this. If people are constantly saying, huh, I'm sorry, what was that? What did you say? Then you need to speak up and project your voice. And that lets people know that you're someone to be taken seriously. Making eye contact with people when you speak and not looking down at the floor. Little things like that.
And it really does go a long way because I've had this conversation with my son. I'm like, you're getting older. You cannot look like a slob when you walk out the door because it is the first thing somebody sees and that's going to be ingrained in their brain.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you teach main character energy, though?
It starts on the inside and then it exudes out. So a lot of your self-concept, how you see yourself, you're going to show up in the world the way you feel on the inside. So that's pretty big.
What do you do when you come across someone who may not be so accepting to that type of energy, right? Because some people are always kind of on and they're good at that, and some people, they shy away from it. So how do you kind of get them to embrace it for what it is instead of what they kind of think in their head is maybe a different character?
Now, here's the thing about that. And I don't know if we have the time, but when you have main character energy, some people are just going to flat out misunderstand you. And it has everything to do with them and not you. If you're walking in pure main character energy, not main character syndrome, because that's something else. But some people may receive it differently, like, oh, just look at them, they're just showing off, or they just think they're all that. And the only thing you can do is continue to show up and be polite, ask people questions like, how are you doing? And just kind of letting them know that you don't think you're better than anybody. You're showing up happy, ready to serve, ready to work. But ultimately, how they perceive themselves, that's their problem. That's a them issue. That's not a you issue.
How do you know you have main character energy and not main character syndrome?
When you have main character syndrome, I said when you have main character energy, you can be misunderstood here or there. But if someone always has an issue with you, that could be a dead giveaway that you may have main character syndrome. When you're not able to show empathy, when you're not able to lean into how other people are feeling, when you walk into a situation and you're only worried about what you can get out of something instead of what you can bring to the table. Those kinds of things, you may be sneaking into main character syndrome.
All right, Nakia, that is great information. VictoriouslyLivingSolutions.com is where you can get more information. Nakia can offer you some tips on main character energy.
Bring it.
That versus main character syndrome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.